Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we have here a very interesting smartwatch from Amazfit. This is called the Amazfit Cheetah Pro, and just like the name Cheetah suggests, this watch is actually focused on runners. If you're looking to get better at your running, get faster, I think this smartwatch might be something that interests you. Now the whole idea about this Amazfit Cheetah Pro is also to rival, even more expensive smartwatches, because the Cheetah Pro actually comes with a host of interesting features. But for that, I think we should head over to the desk, get a bit up close and personal, and find out a bit more about the Amazfit Cheetah Pro. Let's begin right away. Alright guys, so now that we are at the desk, let's take a closer look at the Amazfit Cheetah Pro. Now the reason why they've gone with the Cheetah naming here is because, just like the name suggests, this is actually aimed at runners. So if you are a runner, you might want to focus more on this video. And let's just flip the box to the back to go over a couple of key features that, Amazfit wants to stand out for the Cheetah Pro. So first of all, we do have the dual band GPS and offline maps. We have advanced running partner, AI powered training support, premium sports design, and of course a long battery life, which is what you would expect on all of those Amazfit smartwatches. Alright, so let's put the box back there for now and check out the watch itself. Now we do have here a very beautiful looking smartwatch. The first thing I noticed when I picked up this watch was that it is super lightweight. You won't believe how light this thing is. And of course we do have these Velcro straps at the back, which actually makes for a perfect fit. It doesn't matter what kind of size your wrists are, but because we have these Velcro straps here, so you can actually use it very tightly if you are very skinny like myself. So anyway, let's put that there for now. Also, one thing to highlight here is that we do have this very nice golden kind of accents that goes across the frame, as well as the crown at the sides, the buttons, and a very nice touch here as well on the bands itself. So again, I think it goes for a very sporty look, one that I really like, and of course, again, that lightweight really feels as if you are not wearing a watch at all. Alright, so let's talk a bit more about the key features of the Cheetah Pro. Now the first thing here is all about their GPS tracking. So Amazfit says that they have put in here some really strong GPS. They're calling this thing called the Max Track, which is the industry leading GPS technology. And yes, I've actually tried this watch outdoors. I tried out a couple of places actually, not just the track, but also at places where there was a lot of people around, buildings, trees and all that. And I noticed that the GPS on this Amazfit Cheetah Pro was actually holding up really well. So that's very important there. Now the second key feature about this smartwatch is all about those precise route navigation and offline maps. Now how this works is basically you download the app, and of course you download a certain maps onto your app, and you can actually transfer it to the watch itself. And let's say you are out and about where you do not have a good internet connection or GPS connection. This is where the offline maps really comes into play, because you will be able to see yourself in that preloaded map, and you can actually navigate and see yourself moving around here and there. Now bear in mind that these offline maps are actually meant to show you a quick reference of where you might be. It doesn't provide you like step-by-step directions. It's mainly to just show you like where you are in terms of your offline maps. But having said that, it's quite accurate and you can definitely rely on it as a backup. Alright, so another thing that we do have here on board is what Amazfit is calling the ZEPP Coach. Now this thing is so-called AI powered, and as soon as you set up your plan through the app itself, you will be able to see a couple of instructions. So say for example, we can see my progress now. You can also see my training days per week, all in the watch itself. And of course, I can also modify the training days in the ZEPP app. But what this AI coach actually helps you out is that it tries to monitor and track your progress to let you know how to better make your runs even better or more effective. So that's also cool there in terms of the Amazfit Cheetah Pro. Alright, so I just want to talk very quickly about a couple more key features here, some things that you might have missed, and that is actually the fact that the watch here does come with a mic and speaker, because you can actually answer like Bluetooth phone calls directly from the watch itself. And yes, we have music storage on board, so you can put in a couple of songs. This watch is meant to be able to work without your smartphone beside you, and that's actually very important because a lot of you guys like to run without carrying a smartphone. Alright, so I think we should also pull up the app real quick right now just to show you a bit of how this works. Alright, so I actually did a very interesting test just now, and this is just to show you the accuracy of the GPS. I met this really young guy, his name is Daniel, and he actually agreed to take it on a run. He is a proper runner, so as you can see here, the GPS tracking was really accurate. You have a very proper, like circular track of how he actually ran. You can see a lot of information like his workout time, his pace. Dude, his pace is crazy. It's under 4 and he was just chilling, guys, because you can see his heart rate was just pumping at 129. It's really interesting to see all this kind of data, especially for the younger generation. Again, you can see more information like his pace, his heart rate throughout the entire run, and a couple more stuff here. Everything can be found in the ZEPP app, which is very easy to use. Now, just like all other smartwatches from Amazfit, you can also track your heart rate throughout the entire day, your stress levels, your blood oxygen, and of course your sleep. This is something that I really like because it gives me a lot of prompts. This is where the AI parts are coming in, where they're just getting you some tips on how to get a better sleep at night. And you can also deep dive into the data here by just checking out a lot more information all in the ZEPP app. And this will work on both Android and iOS. So yep, pretty much all your health trackers are being tracked, but this watch here, like I said, is mainly focused on runners. Now, the battery life of the Amazfit Cheetah Pro is said to be able to stand up to 2 weeks on normal use. Again, if you are a heavy user, the battery life is really subjective to how many notifications you get, how you use your watch and all that. But I would say that it's still a very solid battery life on the Amazfit Cheetah Pro. Now, before we end, I just want to show you a couple more cool stuff that you can find on the watch itself. Namely, we do have very nicely designed wallpapers or watch faces for the Amazfit Cheetah Pro. These are very new. I've not seen them in the ZEPP app, nor have I seen them on other smartwatches. So they are very running oriented. You can see a lot of detail, and I love these watch faces, guys. They are very nicely designed, and they provide you a lot of information that you will need if you are a runner. So that's that. Other than that, in terms of the fluidity of the system, I noticed that it was also very smooth here. You can see again, it is gliding very smoothly on the watch itself. Previously, I noticed that some people say, some watches have a bit of a stutter when you navigate throughout the menus, but you don't have any of those there. So again, you can just glide using the wheel, or of course, just just scroll like that. But yeah, this is just to show you how fluid the watch is, because I think this is also very important when you buy a smartwatch. You want everything to be smooth and the entire user experience to be great. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up our quick look at the Amazfit Cheetah Pro. Now, this smartwatch is retailing in Malaysia for RM1399, and if you take a close look at the features that the Amazfit Cheetah Pro has and compare it with something like Garmin smartwatches, you know that those smartwatches are way more expensive. So if you're looking for something that's a bit more accessible and a bit more affordable, but you want to have those set of features, you want to get even better at your runs, I think the Amazfit Cheetah Pro here is a great starting point for you to check it out. Anyways, if you have any further questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.